Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a EXID and EXID pullover. Anyway, this is we have a video of Shakira, a baby monster in the background. Um, I'm not using video from Choom because every time I use a video of K-pop from their actual music video, it gets copyrighted. But if I use like a fan made thing, it doesn't. So hey, we're gonna do that anyway. Shakira is once again under fire for her dancing. Uh, People apparently don't like Baby Monster's choreography, but they're basically Baby Monster is a basically a six-member version of Blackpink. Baby Monster gets all of the songs that Blackpink would have got. Their choreography is basically Blackpink. Well, I mean, they're on the same label, but once Blackpink didn't resign, Baby Monster got first choice of all those songs. So if you like Blackpink, or I'm sorry, old Blackpink, like back when they were good, Baby Monster is the most logical group to follow. If you like that sound, so I like that sound. But anyway, every song that Baby Monster has put out, people have complained about Shakira's choreography, but she dances just like everyone else. This group is a twerking group. Okay, I don't know why people have to act surprised or shocked, or every time the members of Baby Monster wear sexy outfits and twerk. Look at look at Blackpink's song like Pink Venom. Basically, almost every song Baby Monster does, the choreography is kind of like Pink Venom. Because you have to remember, Baby Monster is a visual group. Most of the members are really sexy. There's they have one visual hole. We're not gonna make fun of her. We're not gonna put her down. She does everything else great. Okay, it's not her fault. She's in a group where five of the members are just like babes. Okay, that's not her fault. And if you took her out of the group and just have her stood next to like a regular average day citizen, you'd be like, wow, she's hot. Okay, so I'm not even gonna do that. But what I just don't like about the people who are attacking Baby Monster, it's been this way since debut. Okay, the choreography isn't gonna change. The way they dance, the way they dress, the way they act, their their facial expressions, like people don't like that. None of that is gonna change. So how come every single song they put out, it's the same people complaining? So I don't understand. How come those people just don't go away? Because I'm not exaggerating, 1,000 other K-pop groups you could follow. And then there's just other groups. You don't have to follow K-pop. There's other groups out there that are not K-pop that you could follow. I mean, if you just want to follow a Korean group. And so you have to understand a big part of the fan base of the people who like Baby Monster it's because they're good looking. I know that's hard to believe, but if Baby Monster was, and I say six members because what's her name? Isn't it Rami? Didn't Rami leave, or she left because she had to finish high school or something like that. She's not in the group. The only thing I know is the last song they put out, it had six members, and like Rami wasn't in there. Anyway, let me double check just to make sure I got the right member. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, it's Rami. My okay, just making sure, because like Rami, Rora, they don't look alike, but just the names. Anyway, so it's like six hot chicks in a group. So don't you think that probably the main focus that they're gonna lean into is them being good looking? What's the point of them looking the way they look, but we're not gonna use that to market them? So think of all, obviously male fans, and then there's, women like good looking women too. But like, imagine how many fans they have just because of how good looking you could pick any member, but just how good looking the members are. Okay, so wouldn't your choreography emphasize the way the group looks? So you have Shakira, like she's sexy, she's hot. So doesn't it make sense that if she's gonna dance like that and shake her ass all the time, yeah, you're gonna probably have the camera focus on her ass. You're gonna probably have it focus on her hips. She makes like faces like she's having sex, so obviously they're gonna pan on her face. Like this is on purpose. This is the selling point of the group is sex. So if you don't like that, you have to leave. Look, and you can go back to Blackpink's videos. It's the same thing. They focus on because it's like Blackpink is four hot chicks. Um, Lisa and Jenny are practically naked in like every video. Okay, like they try to wear the least amount of clothes as possible. Why? Well, because what if you're just a guy who doesn't like the music, but oh, you like hot chicks though? It's marketing. Blackpink's last couple of singles have, let's be honest, have been horrible, but they looked really good in the music videos though. So it's still made money because Blackpink is a visual group. Yes, they have good music, but that doesn't matter. They are four really sexy, really hot chicks who dance in a way where it emphasizes their beauty, what makes them attractive. So like Baby Monster's the same thing because they're basically Blackpink with just more members. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna complain about every single thing Baby Monster does. So if you don't like the fact that they're hot and that they dress sexy and that they dance sexy and the camera is gonna film them in a way to focus on that, obviously. I mean, like, you're not gonna do far shots on these girls when they're hot. You're gonna zoom in. Like, people are complaining that the camera zooms in on them. Well, like, what do you want the camera to do? It's a bunch of hot chicks. They twerk. So what? You're supposed to pull away and like look at the ground? We're trying to make money here. The company has invested a lot of money in these girls. And so how do you get the money back? You make people invested in them, you make people attracted to them. And so like, oh, when they put out an album, I'm going to buy something. I'm going to buy merch because it's a hot chick. Like, how do you not like this? So, once again, the people complaining, these are either people who hate the company, hate the group, anti fans, or are paid by other companies to try to make people not like this group. I don't know because it's almost like this is an attack on heterosexual men. This group is basically catering to men. Okay? Men love hot chicks twerking. Why do you think these girls twerk all the time when they're just kind of like standing around? Why? Because men like it. Men like watching girls dance like strippers. Okay? So basically, like Cat's Eye, they just like dance like strippers, except for some reason I don't know, they're just not as talented, so it's just not as good. So basically, this is a much more talented version of Cat's Eye, like when it comes to the stripper choreography. So, as a heterosexual male, I am not going to complain about Shakira or any other member of this group, like Asa, Shakira, and I always say her name wrong. The girl, Aeon, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Those three do it the most. They all twerk, but those three really pour on the fan service, and I mean that's why I like the group. If this group, look, let's say if Shakira didn't do all this, or just all the members in general, I probably wouldn't like the group. Okay, so I am proof that, yeah, I am one of those people that actually like the group because of the fan service, because of the twerking, because of the camera angles, because it's like remember there's a million groups out there. Okay, I'm not gonna act like Baby Monster is the most talented group in the world. Like there's 100 other groups that sound just like them because Blackpink at one point was the most popular band on the planet. So there's a lot of groups that try to you know sound like that. So it's not like Baby Monster even sounds original. So if there's a group that leans into the I don't know, sexiness more than Baby Monster, I'll just follow them instead. So once again, if you don't like this, you have to just go away. It's the same thing with Kiss of Life. When I was saying when people just couldn't get over the fact that you know they like had a live stream where they pretended to be rappers. If you still can't get over that means Kiss of Life just isn't for you, and you just have to focus your energy on something else. Make life simple. So like if Baby Monster, if Baby Monster's sex appeal is too much for you, then the group isn't for you because you've been complaining since the first song. Wasn't the first song "Batter Up"? I th- I, th- I think it was. Let me check. Yeah, okay. So Baby Monster's debut song was "Batter Up," and that was back in 2023. Okay, and even back then, it was the same thing. People complaining. So it's been 3 years, and people have been complaining about the same thing with Baby Monster. Dude, it's been old. We got to move on. Okay, if you don't like the fact that these girls are sexy, move on. There's plenty of other groups, and the only thing you're doing is taking away our fun because when I'm on social media, looking at the stuff they put out, I don't need to see a bunch of comments of people complaining or hating on the group. Just find a different group. There's a million other groups out there. Okay? And remember, there's more people that want to watch hot chicks shake their ass. Okay? So you're in the minority when you're hating on these girls. Okay? And Shakira, obviously a fan favorite for a reason. Look at her. She's hot. Anyway, I've said enough defending hot chicks. They really don't need my help. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Peace.